Should have got above wrong. Are we live?
You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Hello, hello, everyone. Ooh, we are live. Hi. How is everyone doing today? Let me turn that down. We are live. Hello, hello, everyone. I just realized I needed to drink of something before I started, and I didn't have anything to drink around me, but I had Nerds gummy clusters, so I'm like, I'll just eat that. Oh, hello, everyone. Al, welcome to the Melodettes. We are glad to have you. Hello, Sue, Jamie, Beth, Gloria. I think I got everyone there. Hello, hello. Hope everybody's doing well. I know it's hot as the dickens here. Actually, I don't know what that saying actually means, how hot is the dickens, but it's like 110 with the heat index. Hello, Diane. Hello, Faith. Hi, Louise and Rochelle. Spokane, Washington. Oh, you're over by, Ken. Modesto, California. Modesto, California. That's in a movie, isn't it? There's some movie where they say Modesto, California. It's not Monsters vs. Aliens, is it? Anywho. Hello, everyone. So I'm excited to put this card together because I feel like I'm playing. Because, like, I'm going to stencil and then I might even use my fingers for part of it for the texture. But then we're going to make the mummy glow in the dark, too. Which I just thought is fun. American Graffiti. See, I knew it was in a movie. I was like, Modesto, California. I remember this. Hi, Jackie. Glad to have you join. Dawn, am I getting quiet again? I can turn my mic up here a little bit here. See if that helps at all. Is my volume here good? I just want to make sure I'm not all echoey. Echoey! I know I had fun. I kind of did the mummy beforehand because I wanted to make sure it all worked out and played with it. And I was just like, I just had so much fun doing that. So I'm like a kid, and it's like playing when you work with all this different stuff. And I'm going to use some distressed oxides too. And I had an order that was supposed to get delivered today, but everything I ordered that's supposed to get delayed or delivered today is delayed from Amazon, probably because of the excessive heat. But I'm going to go ahead and use what I have here. Hi, Gloria. Hello, hello. Okay, sound is good. Good. Glad to hear. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and jump over here and take a... Oh, first, I'll show you the card. Where did it go? Oh, there we go. So this was designed in Design Space. This is actually the first one I played around with. This, it's going to be a different font because this font, you can't have this if you want, but it's not an included access font. So we're going to go ahead and do some distressed oxide. And I did fix my piece. I'll talk about that when I make it, but that's why I always like to put it together first before you guys cut it. That way I can fix if there's any issues, because I thought all my little things were connected, but they were indeed not connected. But we're going to go ahead and stencil and then use some texture paste on this mummy, and then we're going to get them glow in the dark too. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't go upside down on you. We are upside down, but that's okay. We'll transform. There we go. Move this out of the way. Hi, Deborah. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Hi, Mindy. Glad you can make it. We're just about to get started here. Okay. So let's get my little project box here. Yes, yes. All right. We'll go ahead and show that in a little bit there. I think first what I want to do is, I'm going to show you guys this here. We're not going to, oh, that's what I needed to do. But I wanted to show you. So I actually cut this piece in I did it two different ways, because this is the one I designed when we were live. And when I put the so it says it says 3 words on it. And when I put when I put the mummy on it, I didn't love it because it was covering most of these ghosts over here, and then you were just getting these like letters as the side. So I went back and then I made it with just 2. And then that way there's like a ghost on every edge going around. It has ghosts too. So not as busy. And this one's going to be easier to cut. When I first cut this one over here, it was like this. It was 2 different pieces. That's not right. Kabooey. Wait a minute. This way. It was 2 different pieces here because I did not have anything joining together because I built this whole piece. If you want to see me do that, I did it in the video on Saturday. So I went in and just added little rectangles, like on the E's to the K's, and then connected them. That way they were indeed one piece. Put that to the side. Alrighty. First up, let's go ahead and paint this with some distressed oxide. I like using old Cricut mats just for messy things because it's kind of nice because it sticks and it stays put too. It's a good use for those. Alright, so I have some distressed oxide from Tim Holtz. The Ranger inks. I'm going to be using 2 different colors. I'm going to be using the Twisted Citron and then some Rustic Wilderness also. And then I'm going to be using this to blend them. I was supposed to get a thing delivered with a whole bunch of different ones of these and different sizes, but it didn't come yet. Deborah's like, yay, I know. I'm telling you, I went down this whole rabbit hole the other day and I just want to paint and color all these things with this stuff. Okay. So we're just going to put color on it. Now you can go ahead and take your blender here and you can just go ahead and smooth it on. It's going to be much lighter that way. But like how I start it is I just take the whole pad and I just start. That's putting actually, I'm not trying to do the squares, but if you were, that looks really cool. And I have links too in the thing to the distressed oxides. You can get them on Amazon. I know I just got them. Got some from Michael's. They were just on sale at Michael's. And the more you layer this on, the darker it gets, which is good because I'm going for kind of like a lime greenish. Thanks, Gloria. Got my melody colors. Oh, it's really light. I like to go in and hit it with this. I don't know why I haven't played with this stuff more because I love coloring. I just like playing. And hopefully we don't lose power. We lost power a little bit a while ago. Probably because it's so hot, so we just everybody's power is maxed out. So hopefully we don't, but if you lose me, that's probably what happened. And then you can go ahead and go in with your blending brush and kind of blend those around. I don't want it to be a solid color. I want it to really look like different kind of just greens. Hi, Mitzi. Hello, Jackie. And where you really want it concentrate, just take your pad up and hit on it, and it's going to make it, you can see it's like so much more lime green that way. I'm going to say I'm going to have this all over my fingers everywhere. Oh, Mindy, you don't have any distressed oxide yet? Oh, there's so many colors. I'm like, just buy a little at a time. I've seen some really neat stuff done with them that I want to try that I haven't done before. And then they have a little blender things you can get too. It kind of looks like a stamp, like it's a circle, but you can blend. Some of the kits even come with them. Okay, and then I'm going to take the Rustic Wilderness just because it's darker. I'm going to kind of go around the outsides with it. Usually I would use a different brush, like one for each color. However, I don't have that, and they're both green, so it's not like it's going to end up brown. Yeah, I know, more crafting ideas. It's always fun, and they're like, oh. You can go down a whole rabbit hole of all the cool stuff. And for this, I just want to blend around the edges. I'll go ahead and put it down. And there's the distressed oxides, and then there's the distressed inks, and then there's water ones. Oh, and I know what I wanted to do with this too. I want to try. So I made one of these the other day, and I wanted to splash some water on it, and I forgot. So I'm going to try with this one, because I have the other one I did too. That way, if we don't like how it turns out, I got another one. For my ones who have used this, do you guys ever put splash water onto yours? Hi, Brandon. I'm actually Holly, Melody's sister. Glad to have you in here. Mindy said it's going on my birthday list. Birthday and Christmas, because Christmas is going to be here before we know it, too. That stuff you just play with, and like you can't really, I mean, I guess you can mess it up in your mind, but you just can play with and blend. To get it however you want it. I feel like these would be good to put makeup on with too. I don't know. It looks like an avocado. It does, and I feel like the color on screen is a little different than it looks in person. Like, I feel this, it does look like an avocado though, totally. That's so funny. That's so funny. Spray water. Oh yeah, you know what? I do have. It's right next to me. I actually got a little Tim Holtz spray bottle. I thought I left it upstairs, but it is next to me. Almost done here. I just want to make sure I have that around the edges. You can do it however you like. I feel like I could do this forever, actually. I'm gonna be like, you know what? That's enough. Step away. Oh, alcohol. You put alcohol on it. Gotcha. Okay. So we have it here. This is gonna be the background piece. That way it dries. But I wanted to put a little water on it. I do have that little bottle, but I got a little cup of water here. I'm just gonna. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, guys. So we're just doing this. I'm not saying this is gonna look great, but I want to see. Ooh, that's so cool! Holy cow, that's cool. Which with a spray bottle, you'll be able to control the drop size way more. I just wanted to. Huh? Look at that. It's crazy. Whoa. How did it do that? Can you guys see what the water did to it? And it put little splashes. Obviously, like there were some big drips on there for that, but with the little spray bottle with the fine mist, it would be kind of like uniform drop sizes. What is the weight of the base paper? Base paper, Mindy, is 80 pound cardstock. This is Cricut's regular cardstock. Hi, the Whitway. So we just did some distressed oxide and we're playing with it with water droplets. It's really interesting to me how with these colors, the color that came through is like blue, right? Because I just took a white piece of paper and put green on it and I got blue. But over here I have the other one that I did. And this one's dry, so I did it ahead of time, which the colors look different after it dries, actually. That's interesting. But yeah, that was the water droplet. So we're just going to set this to the side. And let's move on to our stencil part. So this part, because we're going to build our mummy and then let him dry. So you can even spread some of the color on a glass mat, then pick it up from there. What is left on the mat, you can spritz and pick it up with a piece of white paper. Ooh, that sounds awesome. That sounds so cool. Okay, so what I have here is the Cricut stencil material, and I like to use this on cards. The reason, like, can't you do vinyl? Well, you can do vinyl, but this stuff removes off of the cardstock very easily, where the vinyl is going to stick to the cardstock. So that's why I like this. But you're just going to go ahead and peel off the part that you're going to use. It's going to be like a sticker. Well, it will be a sticker. Hold on here. Is that piece... Hold on here, let me pull this back. This usually just peels. Oh, my little lines there got stuck together, that's what happened. Come on, little buddy. Hold on here. Please hold. Where did that line come from? Huh. Okay, I'm gonna go from the bottom. This is how I peeled it the other day and it went perfectly. Up towards the top. Oh no. Something has happened to my... Oh, this goes here. Somehow, when I started peeling, I would definitely peel this from the bottom. That's how I did it the other day. I don't know why I tried to do it different right now. I swear this other day, did this simple, like, not a single issue. I wish I still had my one from the other day. Oh, no. Okay, I think what I need to do is... This has little thin lines. I almost got it. It looks like... Everything's just sticking to me. If I could just get this center piece right here. Is it behind me right? Sorry guys. Hate when stuff like this happens. It's behind it, right? Okay. But when you're crafting, things happen. So I'm gonna set to the side. All I have to do is put that piece in when I'm done, because I have the rest of it here. Okay, so you can just try to put it over like this. That's gonna be really, really, really difficult. Whoo! I know, right? That's what happens when you're live. That's because it's real life. But that's really hard. You could, I thought about sticking, how I did it the other day is I actually stuck my stencil down. So I put my stencil down like this, and then I went ahead and lined up my guy here and stuck to it, which worked actually really good. I was able to get it pretty easily by doing that. I wonder if you just stick the top of this, stick the top of this down, and I don't know, because this is not how I did it, and then try to line it up that way. Let's see. Trying to see which way I think is easier. Which I don't think that way is easier. I think to me it worked easier to just lay this down. It's so hard when you stick to everything. It's a little fuzzy on there. There's a couple lines on the head. I don't know where they go. Well, at least I recorded it when I did this and it all went easily, because it really did. Stop sticking to me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so take your little piece here, get really right over the top of it, and the easiest thing is going to be to do is to line up his head, because he has these little curves in his head. That's going to make it easier. Let's see if I shine the light there. You guys might see the top of my head for a second, sorry. Okay, and then you see you stuck them down like that, and then flip them over, and then you're going to go ahead and smooth down. You just want to make sure that your stencil is stuck to it wherever you are. And it did, when I pulled it off, like I said, pull this from the bottom, it works much easier. Up here it had these long thin lines, and I started peeling from the top, and that's what screwed me up there. So it made some sections that aren't really how they were, but that's okay. I'll paint it and then I'll show you the one I did anyway. It just kind of screwed up a little bit of the lines on the head right here, if you can see. But, and then this is your stencil, so yeah, you're just making sure it's stuck down everywhere. So I think it is there. Now we get to do the fun part. Thanks, Gloria. Tape it down, sticky side up with painter's tape. Yeah, that would have been a good idea, Minnie. Then I would not have kept sticking to it. Thanks, Kimberly. Just gotta keep pushing on sometimes. I know Alex posted a meme the other day and tagged me in it, and it's like when you do something and nobody's watching or something, and then it's like when you do it and you have an audience and everything's just gone wrong, like the boat sideways. Alex, like us, or you know how it goes when you're live. Very true. Very true. Now this is how the mummy looked on this side of it, so you can see that. Okay, so now we're gonna take our, which I had Ranger Ink's texture paste coming, but it got delayed today. So I'm gonna use what I used the other day, which is this Aliens Glitter Snow, which there's a link for this too. It's got glitter in it, but like very little bit of glitter. But we're gonna go ahead and apply this. Now you can take a, what do you call those? Like a spatula? There you go. Gives personality. Oh, I forgot to put his. I just seen this stuck on my thing. Hold on. We forgot to put this section in them. No. Just leave him there and I'll stick this there. Okay, let's stick that down. There we go. You can take a spatula and spread this. You can take a paintbrush too, and spread it. So I'll go ahead and do that. You know what I did the other day though? Because it works good. I'm like very much like a use my hands type of person, and I took and spread it with my hands, and it worked great, and it was fun. Okay, so again, I'm just making sure. Right in here, I know would be a little weird. And then so all you're going to do is go ahead and you can just paint this on. See, that's the texture it gives you with a paintbrush. And I really want it like thicker than that, so I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it with my fingers, guys. What do you think, Luce? Feels like marshmallow fluff. And then you can see when I start doing it with my fingers, the difference of like how nice it puts it on and thick. And you want to make sure, because the background's black, you do want to make sure that you get it thick enough, that way you're not seeing all of the black. Palette knife, yes, that's the name of it, the palette knife that you can use and spread across. I will say though, if this stuff dries on your fingernails, it is very hard to get off. So you want to wipe it off before it dries. It's like adult finger painting, but with goo. I don't know why, I find it very satisfying. I put my foundation on with my fingers too. I'm weird like that, I guess. Did you guys see Cricut's new value iron-on? And oh, first, did you guys see the challenge, the Cricut challenge we have going on? It's pinned in, it's in all the groups, but it's pinned in the Cricut Design Space group. So one person in our group that makes a project with an image we have, the link is in the video description below. Somebody's gonna win a $300 material bundle, and it's only open till the 1st. It was only like a week long, and we only have a couple people that have entered so far. So really good way for a chance to win $300 in products from Cricut. And Dawn, I know you're all about your giveaway, so you gotta enter. And how long it takes to dry depends how thick you put it on. Obviously, where the thicker peaks are is going to take a longer time, but it does dry pretty darn quick. Okay, and I think I'll put a little bit right here. I think that's pretty good. On to the end one day. Oh no, Mindy. I know time goes so fast. But at least when you're back in Florida, you don't have to worry about it. Go ahead and wipe this off my hands before I'm encased in the stuff. I could have waited on that probably. Okay, so now all we're gonna do is we're gonna peel our stencil off of the cardstock. And then we have this piece here. We have to pull off. There we go. I do. It feels like marshmallow fluff. Okay. Just taking my fingernail. Oh, that spot. Without, but there it is. There it is with all the texture paste and everything. Which in person looks really cool. He looks all textured, like a real mummy or something. He's paper mache'd. Now I want s'mores. Thanks. Thank you guys. Okay, so we have our little mummy guy here. So we're gonna set him to the side to dry. And then let's go ahead and put together our pieces of the card, which isn't too many. I don't know, we can use that one or this one. We'll decide on that. And here I have all my little pieces of the cards. I always like to fold them up in little, because there are some little pieces here. That way I don't lose them. Mindy, Walmart has this new s'mores dip stuff. It's by their new brand, Better Goods or Better Good something. But it's s'mores dip and it's chocolate and marshmallow with like graham in it and it's so good. Okay, so I went ahead and cut the inside of the card. Oh, I forgot to check the name of these fonts. But I did want to show something here. So this is the inside. And I have this right with a 0.4 marker, but you can't see like the little spiders are kind of just like crisscrosses. But if you did an extra fine, which the only reason this is not done in the extra fine is because I only had extra fine in my Joy size, and I did this on the Venture. And then I went to make it on the Joy so I could show you guys the 0.4, and then I didn't have the orange I needed for the Joy Extra. So I'm showing you this way, and then I cut the Spooktacular. Where did I put that? That was like in the envelope. Oh, right here. This is that same font, but this is done, trying to get the light to, this is done in a 0.4. There we go. It's done in the 0.4, and you can see in there, it has, it's like at the centers of the spiders and everything. So there's a big difference between the extra fine there and then the 0.4 marker here. But yeah, I thought that was cute, and I love the little drippy font there and the little spiders. So we can go ahead and take this, and then we're going to want to put our green piece on, and then our overlay here. Oh no. Oh, that's okay. And you can do, it depends which you prefer. This is the one that it says it more often. It says it like 3 times and it's busier. But on the edge, see, you're just going to see letters. Here is my little, here's my mummy I made before, that way it could dry. But this one's special because this one's going to glow in the dark too. So, but you can put that over that one. Or I think I like it better. For me, I'm going to use this one. Which I was going to have a little box here with my spray adhesive, so I could spray my spray adhesive on here and put that on. Because with all the little lettering, spray adhesive would be perfect. Thanks, Jamie. I meant to like look real quick and see what the fonts were, and I cannot remember. But what I did is I just, in Design Space, when you can type in what kind of font you want, just type in Halloween and it gives you all sorts of different Halloween fonts. That one might have been, there's a Black Widow, but I don't think that's the Black Widow. And there's a couple different ones that drip like this. Oh, this might be BFC Phantom, maybe? There's a Ghoultown one. That one looks like it's dripping. Yeah, spray adhesive makes it so easy, Mindy. You just spray it on it, leave it set for a minute, and then it's repositionable too, and you can just put it on and get it how you need to. But we have that background, or we have this background. I'm gonna go with this one just because it looks brighter. Ooh, and we are having in our crafting Zoom, we're having another murder mystery. This one's 80s themed, which is fun because we all love the 80s and we can wear our 80s wear. Hold on, I gotta come across the camera here. Where's my glue gun? Yeah, Gold Town is very similar. I think I changed it. There's a couple that are very similar, like the Gold Town. Okay, so here I'm just gonna go ahead and use my glue gun here. Like I said, spray adhesive, million times easier because your whole thing will get covered. So I'm just gonna quickly go around. How would you guys go ahead when you have something intricate to glue like this? What is like your choice to use? My favorite thing when it's like this is just been adhesive, spray adhesive. These lines are something. And before you glue it, guys, hopefully I don't forget to check this before I glue it. But I want to make sure all the things are knocked out, like the ghost eyes. Center of the letters I'm not worried about, but I do want to make sure the ghost eyes are done. It ain't the prettiest glue job, but it's gonna get the job done. I'm glad that we have a cool down coming tomorrow, though. It's supposed to, like, the high tomorrow is 81. Right now it like feels like 110. I'm like, that is quite a difference. Oh yeah, the zig 3-way. I have that too. Actually, I need to replace it because mine's dried up. But yes, the zig. It's another one because you can just smear it on the, go all along it on the back. Glad you guys said that because that reminds me I have to. I have it in all different sizes, but they all just, well, the one size I used up, but the rest just dried up finally. Okay. I think that's it. Let me check my clown eyes. I did it again. I kept calling it clown the other day. I don't know why I keep calling these little ghost clowns. But I found one that still had its eye in there. I'll poke it out. There we go. Is that all of them? Yes. Okay. Then we can go ahead and glue this on here. Let's go ahead and push that down. Kimberly said, welcome to my world. Are you going to the villages soon, Kimberly? I know you were gonna be there, but then you rescheduled. Okay, there we go. So now we have that overlay glued on. And you could shrink it down a little bit too. I would even make it a little bit smaller. I probably will adjust it just so it's a little bit smaller top to bottom. That way you get like the border all the way around it. It's just supposed to be Halloween, so not all pretty. This orange is from the Cricut's Jewel Pack, but it's like a darker orange. It's a really good fall orange, actually. Okay, and we're going to use this mummy because he's dry. So what I did, there's 2 pieces that are eyeballs that I glued onto him there. And then we're going to go ahead and glue his little spiders. Oh, we have to build our little spider, too. My little cutesy spider. Maybe the ghost of clowns. True. Could be. Oh, and I made little bats too. I know Annie does not like spiders, and she said there's no such thing as a cutesy spider. She said maybe bats. So I did in the file put a couple bats, in case you're not a fan of a little spider. But 1, 2. So I have 4 little hanging spiders that are going to hang from the mummy. And I don't know. Is that a different size? That is a different size. A little spider, and then these little pieces, which, let's see where those go. So you could have I could have welded these little spiders on, and the reason I didn't though is because I was going to stencil it, and if you had these little spiders hanging with the little threads, it was going to be really, really difficult, if not impossible, to do that. So we can go ahead and glue these on. Took a picture to remind me which order they go in. Yep, got that coming. I got a wobble right here. Picture. All right. So, and you can arrange these however you want, but all we're going to do is just glue it on the back. So, I'm going to start with the big one over here. Ooh, Monsters Cafe in Hollywood, Universal Studios. I don't know. I feel like I did. I remember when they had the Beetlejuice graveyard. Is this not coming out? I just used this. And then I'm just gonna glue some of these hanging spiders. You don't have, if you don't like spiders, you don't feel like you have to put the spiders on there. And a little one. I just like the thought of this little mummy like coming out and just hanging spiders everywhere. Oh, I see. I have this turned over. This one goes on the other side, which they would all fit pretty good. It's not that big of a deal. How do you put them? Let's hang this one down here. Try to get it so it's hanging straight down there. There we go. This one we will do. Big one on the outside of here. Glue this one here. I always try to have my project up for a reference. What's a project you guys have seen that you haven't made yet but you want to? Have you guys seen those busted out canvases? I've seen a couple where I'm like, I don't love it, but then I've seen a couple that I was like, oh, that's really cool. I really like that one. Oh, hello, Mama Bear. I love that name too. That's so cool. I'm like, wait, Mama Bear? For my EMS job. Is that like an EMT or my son is doing that? Okay. I'm gonna need my hubby's help, so I hear him keep pacing upstairs because he's waiting for me to say I need his help. Okay. Now we have our little monster with his little spiders hanging down. Okay, so we have him there. So before we put everything together, let's go ahead and build our cutesy little witch spider. So in here, I'm going to go ahead and glue the black onto the white here. Oh, I didn't know that, Mindy. Oh, that's so cool, Mama Bear. So my son just became an EMT. He was supposed to be starting with the fire department. Well, now it's supposed to be in 2 days, but don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, he's starting on his. He was supposed to go into he was joining the Air Force. He was recruited by the Space Force, but he'd go through the Air Force boot camp, and he was gonna join that. And he did so good on his ASVAB, he could have just got any job he wanted minus, well, I thought it was 2, and then my husband said no, it was 1, and he was like 2 points away from choosing any job. And then he had to change his mind, and he's like, no, I just want to save people's lives. So he started that. He wants to work up, to paramedic and work its way through. That's awesome, because we always need people to save us, and you guys do not get paid enough by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, there you go, Dawn. Cutesy spider. Okay, and then we can go ahead and glue on his little purple hat here. I want to make sure this fits. I may have done 2 different sizes because I have 2 hats. Oh, that looks good. Oh, Lisa's not in here, is she? I was going to say I caught up on Big Brother. I know her and Alex always want to talk about Big Brother, and I'm usually not caught up. Ooh, what do you guys think about if we do a craft summit? We're thinking a holiday card craft summit where I'll do a project, Alex will do a project. We have a couple other members that will come do projects. One will do like watercolor and some do stamping, and where you could get several, like we're thinking about 8 different projects in a day-long thing that you'd pay and get. We think that would be really fun. And everybody does something a little different, so you get totally different stuff. Thank you, Mama Bear. I like to watch all those first responder shows so much. Connor, though, I like watch Grey's Anatomy too, and Connor's like, I can't watch it. It angers me because they don't do things right. It's a TV show. I get it. Alright. And then we have the little purple here. I think this purple goes inside. One of his little eyes is purple. There's my little pickup stick. I'm going to use my quick stick here to pick up this little piece. Oops. Put my, there's a hair. Put my glue in it. Okay. Let me just stick that. I think it's this eye. Yeah, it's this eye. He's got that, and then he has think that's the center of his other eye. He's a goofy little cutesy little spider. Is that right? I was supposed to switch those. Wait a minute, I was supposed to switch those. The little purple eye goes on the left side, I can tell. Because of the shape. If I would have looked at the shape, I would have seen that better. That's okay. We're just doing a little surgery here. I've got paste on my hands. I got stamper on my hands. See, I feel like I was playing. I like that. I think that was the inside of this. I'm just turning a little bit because I think it's supposed to be turned. Okay. We have our little cutesy spider. It does have that little funky purple, it has like one purple eye and one regular eye there. Ooh, yeah, pop-up Christmas tree cards. Oh, that's awesome, Diane. Ooh, Cal Fire. I love that movie, Fire Country. Or not movie, it's a TV show. And it's about Cal Fire. The prisoners that do the firefighting. It's such a good show. Pirate spider, there we go. Alright, so now we have our little witch guy, our little witch spider in that. Now, oh! And I'm not going to do it here live to show you. Hold on, let me message real quick. But this is what I use to, well, I'll show you in a second actually. When I show you, it'll probably just work better that way. Hi, Luz. Okay. We're going to go ahead and take our little guy here, though, and I do have a wobble. Wobble, wobble, wobble. You can get these on Amazon, too. There's a link below, too, for the wobbles. They come in different sizes, too, from, there's bigger ones and then smaller ones. And we're going to put the wobble on the back of our mummy here. Just like so. Not yet, I'll tell you when. You just gotta get the sticky off the back, which you can take the weeding tool, that helps with that. And then we're gonna stick this on here. And then the very back too. You can kind of bend it too. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, if you bend it there, then you can grab the liner on the back easier. Still probably easier. That's not a weeding tool. Oh, that's right next to me. And then go ahead and peel this off. Oh, I should glue this on first. Before I do that, before I stick that on, let me glue this on the card. Oop, where did it go? So funny. Is this it? This is it. Perfect. Alright, I'll take my glue here. Oh, look how when we did the water splatter, look how it like goes through the back. yeah, see it's a cute mummy with a cute little spider with a little wobble. I just really love the texture of them. I think it looks really cool. You could even probably too, one thing I thought of is like when that texture paste was wet, you could probably even like stick tissue on them and rip it off and have the tissue stuck to that paste, and it would look like, you know, mummy bandages. Oh, that's so funny. I almost glued it upside down. That would be a true Holly original. Do that too much. Alright. Could take your brayer and run that over this too. Make sure it's glued down. Well, we got that done. Now we have our little mummy here, so we'll stick him in the middle. And I did, for the mummy, I cut medium cardstock, the 80-pound. But I would actually recommend just cutting it on craft board just because it's thicker and you have the paste on there. He does totally okay like this. Look at him. Look at him wobble. How cute is that? I need to scoot him over just a tiny bit. Oh my gosh. Oh. Lucy, don't knock over my... Just made my light move. Don't knock over my camera, ma'am. And then you can just adjust the wobble. How you? He looks fine. I'm just being picky. Adjust that at the end. But how cute is he on a wobble? Doesn't that just add fun to a card? And then we have our cute little witch here. Which, hold on, he's crooked. It's driving me crazy. There we go. We have our little witch here. Our little witch. Our little cutie spider. We could put it on his head. Like in the video, I put it on his head. Do you think we should put it on his head? Oh, it looks so cute. Or should we put it just like up here? And then I did cut these little bats too. If you don't like a spider, you could put a bat. You could put a bat on his head, or you could put a bat up here. We could take and put the spider on his head. I kind of like that. And then a bat in each corner? Yes, let's do it. Okay. I think on his head too. Oh, don't lose my bats. Oh, wobbly, wobbly. And I'm just looking to see what all of the spider I'm going to glue on, because I don't need to put glue on the entire spider because I'm not gluing the whole spider down. But we are gluing down all of this. Make sure the paste is stuck down. And then I'm just going to glue these two bats on. Well, we made Jamie's card in the Zoom the other day. I was like, that was so fun. I felt like I was really building something, like a architecture thing. And I was like, I just really like playing, like when I do these. It's fun to feel like you're playing. I feel like all of us crafters are really like Toys R Us kids at heart, right? That's what crafting is. Like acceptable playing as an adult. Whoa! Really rolling. Okay. There we go. So there's our little card there. I just hit the little spider. Hold on, little spider. I mean, depending how cute you want it too, you could add little eyes of the spiders if you wanted. It could be like, that's like the mama spider, and then these are the little baby spiders. But there's the card there, and then it's got this on the inside. And I made it, babe, can I get your help? Oh, I know what I need. Hold on, let me grab this. I'll show you guys something. Turn it off. Hold on. I need all of them. Look! It glows in the dark! And isn't that cool? The black light makes them like glow so much too. Like it charges the glow in the dark paint. But I'll show you the paint in a second. Isn't that fun? And it like, look, you can't see. And what I would do too, I would actually on his eyes, the white of his eyes, I would paint glow in the dark paint too. I didn't. So when you just see him like this, you don't see his eyes, and then watch when the black light comes. So he's got eyes. You don't have eyes. Eyes? Don't have eyes. Isn't that fun? Ooh. How cool is that? Okay, turn on the light. Thank you, babe. That's good. Isn't that fun? So what I used for that is I just used Folk Art Glow in the Dark Neutral Glow paint that I just got this from Amazon. Oh, I should have put the link for this in too. Forgot to put the link below, but there are links to other things. You can just click that link and then search for this. I think it was like $2.24. But I thought that was fun. Ooh, Jamie, glow in the dark googly eyes. That would be perfect. That would be perfect. Oh, we're just over an hour. Perfect timing. But we'll go ahead. I'll make my final adjustments to this. I'll shrink that down a little bit and then put this in our project files for all of our Patreon members. Wish I would have moved that bat down a little tiny bit. Maybe like that, you just stare at it and you're like, oh, I just want it down just a little bit, possibly turned a tiny bit, but no, he's still cute. I definitely love the wobble on him. It makes him even cuter. And then the glow in the dark is just a nice surprise. Oh, so how I did the glow in the dark is I just took a little paintbrush. Actually, it was this one, wasn't it? It was this one. I just took the little glue and then I just went over each section. And then I let it dry, and then I did it one more time. I took it in the dark and actually looked at it and see basically like where I missed, and then I could go in with the paint. And then you're just careful. You want to do the little brush though, because you have these little sections in between. And there were a couple I got paint into, but I just took my fingernail and just wiped it out as I did it. But it glows in the dark, and he's got a little texture. Or put a midway. Do I sign the back of my cards? I don't. I know a lot of people do. Like I know Jamie says handmade with love from Jamie. I really should. Do need one for that. I know I have a collection. My card collection's growing. And I'm like, I need a special place that I just put all the stuff that I make that doesn't get sent out. So, well, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the little mummy. He's cute. So, Friday, we will be live Friday for new image sets. Hashtag or / like podcast day, because we just always talk with all of our crafty friends. And then Saturday, Alex will be live to make a project. He'll design it, and then on Tuesday he'll be live like I am to put the project together. But Cricut does have their sale going on. They have a flash sale right now on printables. So you can check that out. But don't forget to enter that challenge, guys. There's hardly anybody entered, and somebody's going to win $300 in materials. And that is a lot of materials. And I bet it's going to include, I don't know what it includes, but I'm thinking usually when they do that, there's usually some new materials in that. Oh, some don't sign the inside so they can be reused. Oh. Thanks, Kimberly. I appreciate it. Everybody. Such a kid, that makes me giggle. Alright guys, everybody have a great rest of your week. We will see you Friday. Don't forget, enter that giveaway. I want somebody to win. Somebody, you know, there's not many entries. And you don't have to use, with that, you don't have to use the whole image. You can use the leaves from it. You can take the word, say, thankful, and use the word thankful from it. You don't have to use the full image for the challenge. Oh, funny, Paralita, you said that, right? Paralita said, oh, I just bought over $150 in projects. Well, when I was talking about the inside of this card, I had just ordered from Cricut the whole set of the extra fine ones, so I could use it in like the Venture and the Maker and everything. And so I went today to check my order. I was like, man, I feel like I should have already got that. I never hit the final button. I never placed the order, so all this stuff I thought I had come in, which some I needed really bad, like new Joy Extra mats and new Venture mats. Yep, never placed the order. Oh, Paralita, it was 110 was the real feel today here. So it was hot, but tomorrow the high is 81. So, bye guys, everybody have a great night. We will see you Friday. Thank you guys, we appreciate you. Oh, give us a thumbs up if you could. We always greatly appreciate that. Toodles, everyone.